Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing today, man? Been a while. I ain't posting a video in a while. I've been super busy with work, with doing stuff here around the shop, getting our cars ready for certain events. So it's had a wedding to go to. A friend of mine got married this past Sunday. Jacob and Kim. Big congratulations to them. Yeah, they both of them look great. And couldn't have been a better wedding, man. Beautiful reception. Really nice, and I'm happy for the both of them. They both been through a lot, and they definitely deserve this. So I'm so glad to see that they tied the knot. That's awesome. Of course, just want to get on and do a quick recap of the race events we've been to and some little bit of issues that we were having. So, as everybody knows, from October the 13th through the 15th was supposed to be a Fun Ford event. Well, it got rained out. We found out about it Thursday. Actually, they only had the Friday night. It was just a Friday night test and tune. It wasn't a Friday night Fun Ford Fever Classic. It wasn't that part. It wasn't part of the event anymore. It was just a regular test and tune. So we decided to heck with it. We was already headed down there, so we were just going to race on Friday night, do some test and tune and stuff. Both cars did good. Raphael did wonderful. Definitely had some problems. We had some issues with the car breaking up on top end. So we're actually going to, I'm going to swap out the crank sensor and see if that'll help us. I'm thinking the crank sensor is probably starting to respond a little slower. It's the original crank sensor that's been on the car since 1992. I've never changed it. So I'm going to look into that. I've ordered a new one, factory new one. They're hard to find, trust me. I was very shocked when I found the one I found. So yeah, I mean, Raphael went down the track. Had to get used to him again because I ain't raced the car in 3 years. So made some adjustments in the laptop for the launch control and stuff like that, and leaving at different RPMs and stuff like that, and ended up running a decent number. Ran a 1348 at 102, and that was with the car breaking up and acting up on top end. But yeah, the car is definitely pulling a lot harder than what it was. Once I work these bugs out, this thing is going to, it's really going to roll out when I get all the bugs worked out. So did pretty good. I ain't got no complaints. I knew what I was going down there with, so we just took it down there with the tune that we had on it, and the best I got was a 1348 because they closed the track down. So I was gonna probably try to get another pass in, but I was like, heck with it, man. I was tired trying to get all the cars and stuff ready, trailers, trucks. I was wore out, so I was like, screw it. We'll go back to the hotel, go to sleep, chill out for a little while, and then roll out. Slushbox did good as well. Jasmine is still getting used to the two-step. So I've been working with her a little bit on the two-step and how to leave, how to bump in, stuff like that. Okay, make sure that one no daggone bug. So I'm just trying to teach her how to leave, teach her how to stage with bumping in and all that stuff on the two-step. And, we may be adjusting the two-step up a little higher for her once she gets used to where I've got it set. I did a little video here in the shop of me, playing with the brake, and just, letting off the brake a little bit and just kind of like bumping it a little bit. So, been showing her that. So hopefully she grasped it pretty well. So she made two decent passes. The car nosed over for like a half a second, then would take off. So we figured out what that was. I believe we got it figured out. I hope we did. Come to find out the front fuel pump for some reason was not working, and it was just a bad connection where it was connected at. And it's been there for 3 years, so I'm actually gonna probably change where it's connected at and just clean off a spot and make sure I got a good connection this time. Make sure the pump was working. So that's probably why I was nosing over for half a second because it couldn't quite pick up no fuel, right then and there when it needed it. So. But no worries, we're gonna get it all straight. We'll get everything worked out, get all the bugs worked out. So yeah, man, it's just a work in progress. So she made two passes and was going around for a third, and the transmission torque converter seal decided it was going to start peeing all over the track. So had to back her off and of course load the car up. That was it for her for the night. So I was like, dang on it, man, I gotta pull this thing back out again. What a pain in the butt. Part of me was like, that's it, you're gonna learn how to bang gears, but it was like, man, I can't give up. I gotta keep on going. So we're gonna keep on going with the auto. It's been doing really well, holding up to the abuse we've been putting on it. So it's held up pretty good. It's proven itself over and over again. So I pulled the transmission out, and sure enough, the seal had actually pushed out of the seal housing, which was the torque converter reactor. It actually pushed out of it. The bottom part was actually pushed out. So I was like, great. So I actually did some research, got to talking to some guys, automatic guys, and a lot of them transmission guys and stuff too. They told me, they was like, you just put some red Loctite on it and then set the seal like that. So that's what we did. Put the red Loctite on it and put a little Permatex around that. So hopefully they'll stay in place this time. But see, I ended up going with a different seal because I usually use a level 10 transmission seal, torque converter seal. And I went to Gray Line because I wasn't going to have the seal here in time from level 10. So I just went ahead and got one at local. But I don't know if that had anything to do with it, or it's just, just like a coincidence that it just decided to push out. So, but either way, we got it back in. The transmission's back in the car. We haven't quite fully got everything buttoned back up. I just got the transmission bolted back up and everything last night. Torque converter bolted down and stuff like that. So, still got a few things to do. As a matter of fact, tonight I came by here so I could so I could actually solder the brass fitting for the transmission temperature gauge that's actually tapped into the oil pan, into the transmission pan, because every time I try to tighten the thermocouple in the fitting, it would turn in the transmission pan. So I decided to just take some Lincoln welder. Hold on, let me get it. So I decided to use the old handy dandy Lincoln Electric brazen rods. Let's see, it says flux coated bronze. So that's what they look like right here. And I've actually used these. I fixed gas tanks with them and all kinds of stuff, man. So of course I made sure the gas tank was clean before I put that heat on it. So, but yeah, definitely got to heat it up to where it's red hot, and you melt this, and they work great. Love them. Never have failed me. So, but again, if anybody wants to know, these are Lincoln Electric flux coated bronze brazen rods, and you can find these. I got these from Home Depot. Yeah, I got these from Home Depot in the welder section. So great rods, man. Great brazen rods. And I used that, like I said. You can't see it now, but I actually sanded it down, ground it down smooth and painted it. But but you can actually see where I actually welded. Well, I keep saying welded, soldered around this fitting here. The thermocouple goes in right there, it screws in. See, I got it a little bit too hot on this side, so it actually burned away some of the brass. But it still screws in nice and smooth by hand and everything. So yeah, man, this is basically it's just solder joint. So it's nice and stiff now. So when I tighten it up, it doesn't spin this will stay still. And plus it's sealed. I've sealed it too all the way around with the solder. Sealed it real good. So that should hold up pretty good. And that's it coming through the other side. See how hot that pan got. This thing's got to get like really hot for it to actually melt that brazen rod. So, and you got to be careful, especially on brass, because what happens on brass is, I can't remember what the temperature is, but you got to be careful not to get too hot like we did here and start to melt the damn thing down. So yeah, no biggie there. I'm glad I was able to catch that before we destroyed that brass fitting. So got a little paint on my hands, but yeah, so just wanted to basically give a recap of our little racing events that we've been to. Raphael, I'm gonna messed with the crank sensor a little bit, and then of course we couldn't get the TPS to work either. So I gotta get those two things knocked out so we can, turn the power up a little more. Slush box just had a little issue with her transmission torque converter seal, so we got that straight. So transmission's back in the car. I got the transmission temperature thermocouple fitting. Got that soldered in place now, so we have to worry about keep having to put transmission fluid Permatex on there to keep it leak from like seeping. So that right there definitely hold it tight. So got that straight. And then we went to on October the 28th, which was this past weekend. We went to, it was called Grudge and Treat at VMP at Virginia Motorsports Park. And I took Donatello down there, give him some time, but I don't think I had him out since about August or so. So I took him out so we could have some fun with him. Jasmine had to work, but later on that evening she came. Later on that afternoon she came down and took some videos and stuff and had some fun. So yeah, took Donatello down there and had a good time. He ran great. Donatello, knock on wood, he always runs good. I just try to make sure I keep everything routine. We change plugs before every race. We change oil before every race. So just to keep from killing the fluid and stuff like that. So we keep our fluids changed, keep our plugs changed, try to keep everything we can fresh, especially when we're going to be beating on them. So I've had all 3 cars out this year, which is cool. I'm just super excited I got to race Raphael. I don't care if it was breaking up or not, if we had little problems. It just was nice, and it felt good to be in that car again because I hadn't been in the car since December of 2020 when it blew the head gasket, and I was determined that I was not going to put that car back on the track until I actually got a standalone ECU and had it tuned the right way instead of guessing and running on the tune that I had and it running lean for a little bit, popping the gasket, and then so I was like, no more of that. So glad we got that straight, and glad we got to go down the track with this car, and we found some minor issues, but that's okay. We're gonna work them out, and Slush box had a minor issue with the torque converter seal, and then of course it nose diving for about a half a second on every run, and then I think like I say, I believe I got the problem squared off with that. So we're gonna see if we got it squared off. So we're gonna be able to do some some testing on Saturday up in Maryland, and I guess right home. I'm moving too fast. So we're getting ready to go. October 13th, we was at MIR, with the testing tune. It was supposed to be the the Ford Fever Classic event. It was supposed to be that, but it got rained out, so they canceled the event, the 3-day event, and just had regular testing tune. That date has been moved to November the 11th, so they're just going to have it one day, and then of course MIR's also got a testing tune on Sunday, so we're just going to stay for that too. So we can try to get 2 days of racing in. But yeah, that's we're going to probably be headed out. Thinking about leaving Friday. I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. I should have everything back together and good by then. Once I get her car out, I'm gonna go get Raphael, bring him in, put this crank sensor on it, inspect everything and get him going right, make sure he's right, and then we'll be off to the track. So just figured I'd come on and give everybody a recap of what's been going on with us. And we've been super busy. Both of us have been working late. I happened to get off at a decent time today, so I could come and get that fitting soldered in the pan, and so tomorrow when I go and get the new filter, new gasket, I could just slap it on, put everything together, and we'll be done with it. So yeah, so just wanted to come on and talk to everybody for a minute and let everybody know what was going on, man. So we'll be going back to the track again, like I said, the 11th and the 12th of this month. Which is my birthday week. So yeah, we'll be going, back to Maryland Butts Creek to make some passes and stuff and have some fun. And we'll see how far we can get Jasmine to go in this in eliminations, rounds, and stuff like that. So trying to get the car to be consistent as possible, trying to get her to be consistent, so she can be competitive. But I appreciate everybody getting on and watching. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of bring everybody up to speed on what we had going on. So, but like I said, it's, we had a few things with bugs we had to work out. Like I said, to make a few changes on Slushbox 2. Also, I had to actually reroute one of the charge pipes leaving the turbo and going to the intercooler because it was actually sitting too low. I had a long sweep 90 coming around and then go back up to the turbo, and it's set too low. She would come back from return road and would scrape on that. She actually got it caught on the trailer Friday night, 13th, when we were down in Maryland. Got it caught on the trailer and ended up pulling it apart. And luckily, I had enough where I could just cut the couplers in half and just band them back together. Thank God for a T-bolt clamp. I will never go back to the other clamps. T-bolt clamps are the way to go, all the way, 100%. So I ended up, band-aiding it so she could race it. So now I've actually got it to where it it sits up higher, and it looks like it's actually going to flow a lot better too. So it's not as long as the run it was. It's kind of, we shortened it up and we used some smooth transition. So we're gonna see how that works out. So hopefully that picks us up. So thanks everybody for watching. It's getting late. I'm gonna go ahead and head home, get some rest, and get this last day out the way tomorrow. And then I'll be back in here tomorrow getting this thing buttoned up, hopefully off the jack stands and to the house so I can bring the other car out here. So get it right. So thanks guys for watching. And like I said, if anybody's got any questions on, anything about escorts or, building them, or anything that you guys would like me to put on my YouTube channel, like my YouTube videos and stuff, if anybody has anything specific they would like me to talk about, or anything specific they'd like me to tell them about the cars we build, the racetracks we go to, our turbo setups, anything. I don't mind, sharing some knowledge with people that's actually trying to do this and have some fun with a Ford Escort, whether it be 80s, 90s, 2000 model, don't matter. I can make all of them fast. I'll be coming out with the 88 square body GT later on. I think over the winter I'm gonna get some of my dailies and stuff back going again. So yeah, the cars, the track toys will be on pause for a minute. But thanks guys for watching. I appreciate y'all again. Please like and subscribe if you hadn't not already, and I really do appreciate the support and the love that everybody has given us, all our followers and stuff like that. And it's cool to meet people at the track that you've never met before, and they know you from watching your YouTube videos or you being on social media a lot. So I try to post as much as I can. I try to keep our content as entertaining as possible, so that way nobody gets bored. But I mean, like I said, if I think about something that I want to post, I'll do it. Like when I was actually soldering this fitting, I should have done a YouTube video on it before I painted it, but I was actually on an Instagram live doing it. So whoever was watching that probably saw the whole process of that. But yeah, man. Again, appreciate everybody that's watching, and if you learned anything from my videos, that's good. I mean, like I say, I'll try to be as detailed as possible, help everybody out that I can. If I don't have the answer, I can get it for you. So feel free to hit me up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on all 4 of those, and just feel free to hit me up, man. And I don't mind helping nobody out. So appreciate it, guys, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm gonna get up out of here, go get some rest, and get up in here tomorrow after work and do all I can do. Knock this transmission out, get it all buttoned up, get it ready to go back together. Well, it's back together. Just finish getting the rest of the stuff tied in and buttoned up. So thanks, guys, again. Appreciate y'all. please go like and subscribe if you have not. Again, like I said before, we appreciate all the love and the support and the followers. And thank you so very much. We love each and every one of y'all. And I'm going to jump off here now and get on out of here and get some rest so we can do this all over again tomorrow. So thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. Have a great evening. Bless all of you.